Welcome to the latest and greatest Sarasota and Manatee County real estate market update. We're going to go over 5 key metrics and comparing it month over month. What happened most recently from April 2025 to May 2025. And by the way, my name is Maciek Zaremba. I am with Fathom Realty. If you have any questions about real estate, please give me a call, 941-888-SOLD. Let's get started. And by the way, today I am reporting from Trinidad and Tobago. So the first key metric is total closed sales. Thankfully, we actually had more sales. Let's take a look here. In April, we had 2,137 sales, and in May, we had 2,181, which represents a 2.1% increase month over month. That is a good, healthy growth. I'm very happy about that. And that's after having many months of less sales every month. All right, our second metric is the median sales price. This is what everybody wants to know. How much is my home worth? Well, it's actually interesting results this month. Take a look at this chart. As you can see, in Sarasota County, prices decreased. In Manatee County, prices increased. Once again, very small differences, nothing super significant. But one thing to note is the condos. Take a look at the condos for Sarasota. $321,000 for the median price. Manatee County, $313,000. I have a feeling that either next month, June or July, that number for Manatee County is going to be in the 200s. Also extremely surprising is the single family homes, where the Manatee County single family homes are more expensive than Sarasota County. That is not normal. All right, our third metric is the inventory, which is the months of supply. Keep in mind, 5.5 months is this nice equilibrium we want to be at. Anything less than that, we're in a seller's market. Anything over that, we're in a buyer's market. And as you can tell, everything except for single family homes in Manatee County is currently in a buyer's market. So if you're a buyer, you have a lot of power, especially the condos. Look, Sarasota, 9.2 months of inventory. Manatee County, 7.9 months of inventory for condos. I'm not liking that, and I don't think the sellers are either. The only people rejoicing here are the buyers. What's important to know is that all these numbers got better. So when you're looking at 7 months to 6.6 months for Sarasota County single family homes, that basically says to me one of two things. Either we have a lot more buyers in the market, that would be good, getting a little bit better to an equilibrium, or we have less homes for sale. But let's move on to our fourth metric. That metric is the days listing to contract. How long does it take if you list your property to the moment it goes under contract? Well, first of all, look at the chart, and in Sarasota County single family homes, this is not a good number. We increased 18.6%. And also for Manatee County single family homes, we increased by 4%. Now, these aren't huge numbers. If you just look at the whole column for May, what you're going to notice is that it's still under 2 months of waiting. So that's not that bad. In the great financial collapse, the Great Recession, we were waiting hundreds of days. So not so bad, even though the numbers are looking a little bad. All right, the final metric is the total active listings at the end of the month on the MLS. So we're just looking at the condos and the single family homes, not land, not commercial. Now at the end of April, we had 12,170. And at the end of May, 11,580. That is a good step in the right direction. But this number has been going up since I began doing these market updates, which was probably over 2 years ago at this point in time. And we were in the 3,000s back then. And right now we're at 12,000 or 11,500. Listen, this is basically an indication that our inventory has been steadily growing every single month or almost every month. Either way, we have way more listings than we did 2 years ago. So if you were thinking about selling or buying 2 years ago, or if you bought, or if you sold, just know that this is a completely different market. The buyers have the power, and if you're a buyer and you want some power, give me a call, 941-888-SOLD. We'll get this done for you.